Hi, Scottish Mudlarking here with Nicole and Craig. Today we are joined by Cheryl and Richie from the Courier, and we're going to see what we can find here in Kirkcaldy. So we got here a bit before the lovely Cheryl and Richie from the Courier are going to arrive, and they are going to interview us about beachcombing and our channel. Now I'm going to see if I can find something before they come here. Now there's a piece here that looks like it was a ginger beer bottle. Lovely sort of almost yellowish tint here, and as always loads and loads of clean pottery. Not walking backwards because there's actually a lot of sun here. Now I've just spotted this piece here. Lovely wee piece of pottery with a tiny red line on the edge here. And what else have we got here? Oh, it's a bottle bottom. It doesn't seem to be a ginger beer bottle. It's a little bit too small and too thin for that. Really nice though. I like when these are whole, and then we can oh, look at that. That is an amazing piece. It's a lovely purple. It's to me that one just says I want to be a pendant. It's that shape, isn't it? It's super smooth. It's got an amazing pattern on it. I just can't help it every time I see a lovely piece of pottery like that. I'm just going to put that down here so we can have a look at it better. If I see a piece of pottery like that, it just says pendant to me. It's just really amazing. What a gift from the sea. Okay, now what else is here? Let's see. If that is not a really great start to the day, then I don't know what is. Okay, what else is here? Lots of little pieces of bricks, shells, and like I always say, it's worth flipping every single piece of pottery over. If you're ever here in Kirkcaldy and you're looking for treasures, bring time. Sit down on all fours and search through the gravel area, and that's where you will find pieces of pottery with patterns on them. Most pieces will probably be plain, but we've made I remember I've just made this lovely kind of birds on a wire a couple of weeks ago, and all I've used were these kind of plain pottery pieces, and that was a little bird. So you can use those pieces as well if you want to make some art. Now that has a little tiny, oh actually it has some really lovely pattern on it. It's really delicate. I hope you can see it. It could be like some sort of blue willow pattern. It has that kind of that kind of pattern around it. It looks like little roundish bits there. Really nice and smooth piece. Now I've got the choice which one to use for maybe for making a pendant from today's adventure. You can tell me in the comments which one you would like to see. Is it the purple bit or is it the blue bit that I've just found? Okay, now this looks like a little shell almost. Looks like it's maybe a bottle bottom. Loads and loads of plain pottery. Oh, can't believe it. Look at this. There's another amazing piece of pottery here. Let's see. Let me take a closer look at this one. Okay. Now that looks like it's a green transferware piece, and what I really like are those kind of swirly bits on the bottom. It's like a little bit of the ocean. How amazing is that? See? In a very short time frame, but just sitting down here and looking in this 1 square meter, we found some amazing pieces. Now here's a piece of safety glass, and you can maybe see the little ridges and lines in there, and that's your safety glass. It's not as pretty as some of the privacy glass that we find that has lots of really nice amazing kind of floral or sunray patterns, but it's really rare. Now there's a bit of brown pottery here. That is probably from a teapot. loads and loads, thousands of teapots were made here in a year up until the 1920s. And all of these broken ones are from misfired pieces of pottery. Now let's see. See, we've really only looked in this very small area here, and we found 4 really nice pieces of pottery. Now, imagine what you can find if you look at this entire stretch and you bring hours and hours of time with you. You can find so many treasures here. And what else can we find? You can also find lots of lovely sea glass. Now, this is a bit of a sea foam glass. This looks like it might be a bottle bottom. It looks like it's clear, white. But mainly I think the best finds here are usually pottery, because of the pottery industry that was here. But I've also found, I think, my first ever cod marble here over 10 years ago. They are now very, very few and far. It's really a very lucky day if you find cod marbles now. Now there's another piece of really nice and earthy brown pottery. Now there isn't really a pattern on it, but the way that the glaze is worn away, almost looks like there is a pattern on it. Really nice earthy colour. Now let's see, there's another bit of pottery here. What you can do is you can sort of sift through all the gravel here. Lots of shiny stones here. Lots and lots of sea coal here as well. Oh, I've just spotted something. See if you can see it as well. Okay, it's right in the centre there, and I think that's probably the last piece, because I think I can see Cheryl and Richie approaching. So let's see what the lovely courier wants to ask us. Even after, I think, from the back, and it was just true. That must be somewhere else.
Could be a bit of bonfire glass there. Not entirely sure. Nice wee bit of spongeware, and Nicole's looking for some of that today, so I shall pop along and share my find with her. As always, so much coal. You know why we find that here? Yep, back in the day, all this stuff either being thrown here as waste, slag coal, either that, or just falling off the back of some train. There's just so much of it here. Right, can you see it? It's a really interesting bit of pottery. There's actually 2 here. It's that's cool. I hope you can see the pattern on that. It's SN, and it has like, I don't know, is that like a fence post or something? Not entirely sure. This is the piece that caught my eye though, just that wee blue bit, and the eagle-eyed among you when I spotted this nice wee bit of green there as well. A couple of nice wee finds, but that's the special bit. No idea what it is. If you think you know, do let me know in the comments. A lovely wee bit of transfer there as well. You know what that is? Just that bit. Oh, we can see the texture in there. There's little square texture marks in that one, and because it's rounded on the inside there as well, I think we can safely say that was a part of a Shipham's jar. So that would have held fish paste or chicken paste or some other paste. Oh, here we doggy friend. So we had a wee doggy friend. You can probably hear Nicole in the background as well. That's because hello doggy friend. Now that's why you can hear Nicole in the background. Nicole at the moment we're being interviewed for a newspaper, and Nicole's having a chat. And there's a photographer there as well, and of course doggies, and of course we keep finding these kiln stilts. Anyway, slight sidetrack there. Doggy friend's away now. And lots more coal pieces here. Nice bit of blue glass there. Is it blue? Is it blue or is it manky? It's an odd shape, that one. You'll hear from Nicole shortly, I believe. But for the minute, she's busy chatting to the interviewer. Such a beautiful day here today as well. Really unbelievably nice and really quite quiet. Very few people around. Just beautiful clear blue skies and just that nice gentle sound of the waves lapping in off the beach. Just lovely. Perfect day to be here. Now what is that? Oh, now hang on. Right, now I'm going to have to take a close look at this because it looks to me that might be a shard of a tiny bead. See what Nicole makes of that in a minute. It's so small though. As we say, you have to be eagle-eyed. So, whilst Nicole is happily chatting away, sharing her passion for the things that interest her most, she's running along the beach. I mean, running along the beach. Well, hardly. But obviously, her attention is preoccupied, or she wouldn't have missed this tiny wee gem of blue glass there. That's a lovely wee thing. Wee cube shape. Obviously, I think it came from the bottom of a bottle, so it's part of a bottom. Now, what else can we see here? Lots of blank pottery today. Bit of a kiln stilt there, I think. Pretty sure that's what that is. It's quite a lot actually. The last time we came here it was a wee bit disappointing. I don't think we found very much, but today we'll have much better luck. All the finds so far are heading over Nicole's way, and for a reporter to have a look at. That's an interesting thing. Not sure what that is. It's not bone, definitely ceramic, but I'm not sure what it could have been. Now, I'm going to drop that back down because we won't use it. Now here's something we're definitely not going to take, and we definitely couldn't use. But check that out. Whoa! What is all this stuff? I'm not even sure what this is. Obviously a big metal grate. Might have been a door of some kind. Not sure. But you can see glass is fused into it. Coal is fused into it. That looks like some kind of shell fused in. There's even a kiln still in there. More glass. Wow. No idea what it was. Let's see. Anything written on it on this side? No. Now that shape might be a giveaway to someone, because the frame, you can see, only extends down to here. There may have been a handle or something up here. Looks like there was hinges on this side, maybe. Do you reckon? Do you reckon that and that were hinges? And then of course this only comes down so far. Well, you can let us know in the comments if you think you know what that is. I'm not too sure at all what that could have been. I have a funny feeling fire. There was fire on the other side of this door. Look at that though. How cool is that? It's very cool, but it's not as pretty as this wee piece of glass that I've just found here. Very beautifully frosted, very, very fine and thin. Oh, don't want to drop that blue bit. Not sure what that would have been. But look at that. Don't think anybody's going to be taking that home. Now, here are our friendly beach crows, as always, hanging around. That's there's a shoe up there. I'm not going to go up and show you the shoe, both because it's very silly and because I'll bother the crows. I don't want to bother the crows. I like the crows. Now, we seem to be running out of areas to look here, so I'm going to move a little further down. The tide's on its way out today, so we have plenty of time to hang around here and film and collect goodies from the beach as well. Now, this might be a more promising area here, if we can just look at all the stones that have gathered up here. I say that, but I was finding some really cool stuff right up the top end of the beach, where we tend not to actually make too many finds. Now, there's a wee green bit there, attached to some seaweed. Very light green colour, isn't it? We'll leave that. A wee bit shiny, and not quite sure what Nicole would do with it. I think any time we have this kind of weather and we're out here, we're searching around for wee treasures, never sure what we're going to find, but we can always sit back at the end of it and just look up, and that's enough. That's always the best find. It's just this really beautiful, beautiful stretch, quiet, peaceful coast. You can see Nicole and the interviewer and the photographer up there. We shall look back towards the ground. Maybe we'll see if Nicole wants to take the camera for a bit and she can have a chat. I don't know. Interviewing the interviewer might not be the thing to do. These are cool, as always. Find tons of these here in Kirkcaldy, and as Nicole was just talking about earlier, you find these anywhere where there was a large-scale pottery production, because these are kiln stilts. If you don't know what kiln stilt is, you should really check out our film that discusses that subject and tells you exactly what they are. Now, that's quite a nice bit of glass, a big shiny bit there though, so I'm going to leave that, but there is remnants of what would have been a letter. I'm not sure if you can see it. Just feeling it, it feels like it was a T. What could it be? It could have been tenants, I guess. Not entirely sure, but sadly a little bit shiny. Now, that's nicer, but it's an awkward shape, So I'm just going to leave that just now. Now here is a cool piece, and I have to take this up to show Nicole. Now you can see that that was obviously a, oh actually what was it? I think it was a jar. I thought that might have been the top of one of these ink refill bottles, you know, that blob top, but I think this is the telling part. That's where the lid of the jar was, so that's all that's left of the rim of the jar there. But you can see this blue line, that's where the label would have started. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that was either a ginger jar, or maybe, although less likely, a cream jar. Not quite sure, but very cool we find. There we go, lovely. Always nice to find this. People say, you know, oh, you can't find any more sponge wearing Kirkcaldy. Well, yes you can. There it is. Cool stuff. Nice we found so far, not much. Found more stuff further up the beach, but we shall just keep cracking on and seeing what we found down here. Now it's going to be me for most of the day today. Oh ho ho ho, lovely. Oh now is that? Yeah! Yeah, that's spongeware as well. How cool is that? That's a really nice bit actually. Very cool.
I like the battery one because we're drilling underwater, so I don't want to be connected to the mains, so that's just for safety.
That's beautiful, isn't it? That's amazing. Wow.
That's for you.
Wow, thank you so much.
And now you've got a little memory from the day, and that's the piece that you found.
Cool. Now, I'm finding more pottery again. Don't know why. Lots of tiny wee shards. Bit transferware, not sure what that would have been a part of. What is this glass? That looks like stone, let's see. Yeah, you can't see through it. But it's stone, it's very light. I think it's coal. Drop that back down on the beach then. I was hoping it was going to be a bit of pirate glass. But no, it is not. Nice wee bit there. Look at the shape, perfect shape. Little teardrop shape. Now it's coloured on both sides. Really cool. Perfect shape for an earring, I think Nicole would say to that piece. Oh, yeah, beezer. Can you see it? Can you see it? That's the biggest bit of blue I've found today. It seems to be getting scarcer. I'm not sure if it is really getting scarcer, or we just need to wait for the right tide. Not quite sure. Gotta have that.
Now that was really amazing, talking to Cheryl and Richie from the Courier about what we love to do, beach combing, sea glassing and bottle dumps as well. Now I've got the bag here of finds that we made together and I'm going to return them to the sea. Now all of these pieces are were really amazing finds, but because we only ever take what we know we will use in jewellery making, so we are going to return all of these lovely pieces back to the sea. I am, however, going to pick the little blue pieces out and take those home. Now, let's see. Oh, at this lovely piece here. I know, I said I'll leave all of that here, and now I'm picking through it. Right, there's some milk glass here, some blue bits, tiny pieces of blue that Craig found. We're even going to leave this lovely piece of pottery here, and okay, that's it. So if you're in Kirkcaldy today, we left you a little gift. Now we're just going to take 5 more minutes and have a little look and see if we can find something else, and that's us from Kirkcaldy on this beautiful, beautiful day on the Scottish coast.
So aside from glass and pottery and all the other cool things we find at the beach, we often find things like this as well, wee doggy footprints, and then we find other kind of odd stuff. And here is a wee odd thing, and you probably wonder, what on earth are you doing filming a peanut shell, or what we would call them in Scotland, a monkey nut shell? Well, the reason that I'm filming these is that we've filmed the crows over quite some time now, and this is evidence of how well loved the crows are here at the beach. People bring these nuts and they give them to the crows, and they befriend the crows, so that when they come back to the beach with a handful of nuts, the crows swarm towards them, and people make pals with the crows. And that's maybe why we're finding so many crows hanging about here alongside the seagulls. Now that's not a monkey nut shell, that's definitely the base of a wee vase or something. I don't think it's got anything on the other side of it. Nope, just plain. Well,
Well, we had an amazing time here today with Cheryl and Richie from the Courier, and if you want to catch the special, it's coming out on the 19th of July, I've been told. Now it only remains for me to say thank you so much for watching, liking and commenting. If you haven't subscribed yet, please take a minute to subscribe. An extra special thanks goes out to everybody who's been supporting the channel through Etsy and your Ko-fi donations. That makes a massive difference and it keeps the lights on. See you next time.